The sign on the highway.
Know where it's Tautfest.
Hey.
All right, so you took a minute. So early on, you had a gap with Bobby.
Yep.
And the next time I saw you, you and Neil had gapped off Bobby.
I think like Bobby and I just went and set a tempo, and then there were some people that Neil got kind of stuck behind and then moved up, and like we weren't going super fast, we just kind of drifted off on our own. Bobby's pretty smooth, and he was running really smooth at the start there, so just moved off and kind of kept things going from there. So I knew it was going to come down to Bobby, Neil, and I kind of just killing it, but that race was hard.
Harder than last year, because last year's
way
the first
harder
one.
than last year.
What was so much harder this year?
You were in like this single track, and it was hot and it was humid, and it was like moss. It felt like it was just like it was.
Is that new stuff? The Legend stuff?
The new stuff, yeah. That was it was so hard. This is the hardest race of the year by far. Yeah, I mean, it was like, it's just like you're sitting there, just a mental battle. It's like a chess game with Neil, just like who's gonna mentally quit first.
Do you have an edge on him through the technical stuff? Or you
Neil and I were neck and neck today. I think it was a battle more of like nutrition, not technical ability, because like it's whoever eats the most really is the guy that gets it. The last
eating hamburgers, pizza.
Man, I had Snicker bar, and I was like, "Oh, the Snicker bar is nasty," and that's when you know you're like really at your limit, when the Snickers bar is gross. Yeah, that was really, really tough. And then it came down. We dropped Bobby halfway through some of that tight single track, and then we came down, Neil and I, and it was like the most intense last 5 minutes because Neil was right on my back wheel, and I'm like, what is Neil gonna do? Like, I'm like, it was like, I was like, you wait all year to race like this, and then he took off right before, like a little early, and so like I got on Neil's wheel. And then he went wide around a tree where there was like an inside line, so I took the inside line, and then when we came back together, we kind of collided, and Neil went down, which was really unfortunate. And so then it was whoever, I kind of stayed up on my bike and then rode for the finish there, which is kind of a bummer because you don't want it to end like that, but I mean, it is what, I guess that's, I mean, we were both at our limit. It came down to that. It was so hard out there, so. Yeah, that was about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
Thanks.